What's going on, guys? Cody here with Angler Pros. Walking down to the pond right now. We're walking down to a pond right now. Gonna test out this new favorite whitebird rod and show you guys what it's like on the water. So here we go.
Oh. Dude, absolute hog. I'm on it. Oh, giant fish. I'm on her. Oh yes.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, that's a good fish.
You're gonna have to come over here.
Really?
I need a picture.
Oh, okay.
Woo!
You need help getting it in or what?
No, I should be able to land her.
Okay.
I just want the picture.
Alright, I'm coming.
Might be biggest of the year so far. For me.
Oh, that's a good fish. Hold it up, let me see. Over here. Oh yeah. Probably every bit of 2.
Yeah, if not more.
Oh! Looks like about 2 1/4 from here, but I want to see that more. I don't have a scale. Mine's frozen.
Alright, fellas. We're out here catching buttes on this new favorite rod. Caught smallmouth with it yesterday, held up great. And catching this one here today, about a 2.5 pound largemouth. She held up real well again. This rod is extremely flexible. It's unbelievable. Flexible, medium heavy, sensitivity is phenomenal. But like you can hear me saying earlier, this is definitely not a long cast rod. So if you're looking for deep cast, you're going to want obviously a smaller rod and much longer. But she is getting the job done. We're going to get her on some smallmouth later and continue on.
Alright, good to see some bigger fish. Come on.
What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another video here from Cody with Angler Pros. We had a great weekend. We got that new whitebird favorite rod out on the water. I'm going to give you guys a final review of that rod. I talked about it a little bit in the clips and it handled really well, but I'm going to do a final little review here and give you the final rundown on how I feel about this rod. This new rod, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. It's got its ups and downs. It's a fishing rod. It's new and it's a cheaper one, so there's going to be ifs and ands. I like the rod. It's stiff at the base and it's got the flexibility at the tip that you need in a lighter rod, but it's medium heavy, so it holds up against the heavier loads, and I like that. It's got the little micro eyelids, and I don't like that as much because I run a fluorocarbon leader off of braid, and that knot will get caught coming through those eyelets sometimes if I get that deep into the line. So I don't like the micro eyelets. This rod held up really well against that's 2.5, 3 pound largemouth from buying this rod. And about a pound small straight fluoro on it instead. It had flexibility. I felt every time those fish hit, I could feel it at the tip before I even realized what was happening. Super sensitive. It's a great sensitivity rod. If you're looking for a finesse type rod, even though it's a medium heavy, it's not a bad investment for that kind of thing because of the sensitivity level. Now if you're wanting to really haul some fish around and you're fishing heavy cover, things like that, I wouldn't buy this light of a rod, because like I said, it is a medium heavy, but it's built like a medium. Actually, my St. Croix medium that I have is thicker than this medium heavy from Favorite. But all around, I do like this rod. It's got all the characteristics that I look for. It's got flexibility, sensitivity, toughness, holds up against everything. I put it through the rain, on a boat. I put it through a tournament, smallmouth, largemouth. It's not a long casting rod. I have a few other clips of this rod against a lighter, an Aglia, a Mepps Aglia, a size 0, and you can't cast very far with a lighter bait. The heavier baits are going to go further with this rod due to the stiffness of the medium heavy and how it's a little bit shorter. You're not going to fling it as far. But we were able to get it out there a ways and put it to work and still catch fish with the Aglia. All in all, it's a great rod. I don't have too many complaints, like I said, other than those eyelets, but it's definitely an upgrade from the medium light that I had, which broke on the first couple casts. So I'm extremely happy with this rod, and I definitely would recommend it to anyone who was looking for one, especially if they're getting into it, if they're a new fisherman, if they're just getting into it, or if they're just looking for a rod to keep in their vehicle with them. I would definitely recommend this rod for pond hopping and things like that. So if you're in the market, there's a link over at Angler Pros to send you right to Favorite's website. And if you're part of Angler Pros, you can get that discount code, and it's definitely worth it. That $50 rod and $25 shipping got it all for 60 bucks. And if you're part of Angler Pros, use that discount code and get a Favorite rod. Give them a try. You know, they're one of our partners. You can't just skip out because you don't think they'll work. Or I'm telling you right now, it's a great rod. It's a great pickup. I would recommend it. And being that it's one of our partners, we got to keep those guys happy, and we got to keep them coming back. So if you're in the market, Favorite Rods is where you need to go. This is Cody with Angler Pros signing off.